Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Derek Carr and the Green Bay Packers.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. This is brought in at the 21. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5 yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He gets it to Brown, complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Jacobs takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on 1st down. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 1st down, Carr, and the Raiders have got him. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers.
Reception here by Rhodes.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught by Rowe out left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Jacobs. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Rodgers. And off the deflection, it's caught. So the completion good for just 3.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 16-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. And this will be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
You already know. I know what's up.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 37 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. John Brown now heading back onto the field as he gets set to go here. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They go play action here on first down. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They will run the draw with Jacobs, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Rodgers. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. John Brown there to make the grab. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's get him. Come on.
Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look, 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Carr now on first down. His throw incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And Jones has it over the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now Aaron Rodgers in the offense heading back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. On first down, Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Rose. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers, and that's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play, and who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
He's a little trailer happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The give is to Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. From the gun, Carr. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. after the touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Rodgers to throw once more. Steps away to his left. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Man open left side is Brown. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Rodgers. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr will drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground with Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll go again to Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Carr now on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. A give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Operating from the gun, Carr. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's fourth and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And they will ring them down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Do that again, baby. Do it again.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Good drive last time, really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Carr now to throw. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Jones. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Carr. That's caught by Adams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Carr now on first down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action. Now it's Carr. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Here's Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. Incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Now a nice throw here right side. He holds it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Carr. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, it's Carr. Left side completion to Jones. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And Crosby puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Raiders heading out to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Rodgers now on 1st down. Man up the left side as well. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Second and 2. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 24, Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion. but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And the Raiders have got him. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Operating from the gun, Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good footwork at the 30. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The pass to Brown as he holds it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again. Rodgers. That's caught by Waller out left side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Pass incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And again, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this one's going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr.
Slant to Adams.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr got him there. It's Tanyan complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Adams has it, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Now Carr. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Carr's going to keep this. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second down, it's Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's the option play now to the left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down 27-20, 47 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say goodnight from Las Vegas.